Hi, I'm Heidi Billotto from Charlotte Living's Culinary Online. When my kitchen garden gets really going this summer, I'm going to have great eggplant, 3 different varieties, including this most classic variety of eggplant, just a regular Italian eggplant. So when you're buying eggplant, you want to look for good, solid skin, no brown spots, no dimples, no soft places. If you're growing them in your yard, just wait for them to get to the appropriate size and color. You don't want them to be white unless they're a white eggplant, or a lavender color unless they're a lavender eggplant. But once you pick them, you can make this fabulous eggplant salad. It's called eggplant salad in Greek cooking. It's really more like a dip or a spread, and the recipe was shared with me by my dear friend Fouli, who grew up in Greece and cooks all kinds of great Greek dishes, and I've been fortunate to really learn from her. So what Fouli does is to take the eggplant and put them on her gas grill and chars them directly on the flame. Now, if you don't have a gas oven at home, you can do almost the same thing, almost as well, on your gas grill, and that's what I did. So I took the eggplant, just rinsed them off and dried them. No oil needed at all. Never need oil when you're roasting vegetables. I put the eggplant on a grill grid right here, and I've just let that char on the grill, and I just kept turning it and turning it. Now on a gas flame, this eggplant's going to get much more charred, which really gives you better flavor. So that's the benefit to doing it. But the next best step is on your gas grill, or you could even do it under your broiler. If you do it under the broiler, poke little holes in the eggplant. Otherwise it'll pop in your oven. It's going to be a mess. Once it's cooled, you'll see how it just sort of looks like it's sunk down. We're going to pull off all the skin, and what is revealed is the pulp of the eggplant, just kind of charred. So the skin just really easily pulls off, as you can see. We're going to lift the top part of the eggplant. Don't just cut it off here and throw that away. Lift what would be the top stem off, because there's lots of pulp of the eggplant right in there. So we'll just peel it around, and then what you want to do is get out the seeds. We'll cut this in half to make that a little bit easier. The seeds in an eggplant are teeny tiny little seeds, but they grow in pockets. So it's real easy to cut them away. We'll go ahead and get all the skin off here, leaving as much pulp as possible. Just kind of break this apart, and you can see, let me turn this around so you can see better, these little seed packets, and that's what we want to cut away. You can just do it like you're filleting them out. They'll stay together. On a younger eggplant, the seeds will be even smaller, but you still don't want them in this dip. So just cut those away, however many there are, but leave all the pulp that you can. Do it on this side too. So really pretty quick and easier. Let the eggplant cool though, because that's the real key. It's hard to do this while the eggplant's hot. There we go. So all the rest of that's pulp. We're going to put that in our bowl. Do our next piece here. This is a good recipe if you have a lot of eggplant in your garden and you want to preserve it, because this dip freezes very well. Okay, we'll cut these guys out, just leaving the pulp. Just kind of scrape the pulp back from the seeds. Almost one more, I think. We're in good shape. All that is pulp. Now we're going to move over to the food processor to make really short work of whipping this dip together. You can do it in a blender too if you want to do that. So first goes in the eggplant, and we're just going to get that pureed just a tad before we do anything else. Then we're going to add some toasted walnuts to that. Just walnut pieces, walnut halves, just put them right in. What I did to toast them was to put them on in a saute pan on the oven, and just let them toast until they become aromatic. So grind those up. Now we're going to add a little bit of either plain yogurt, or we're going to add some sour cream. And if you're doing sour cream, you can use a low-fat or fat-free sour cream because we're not cooking with this. So I like to use a combination of both. So we've got a little bit of our plain yogurt in here. Then a little bit of low-fat sour cream. Whoops. There we go. A little bit of sherry vinegar, or you could use a red wine vinegar if you want to use that. About 4 tablespoons to 2 medium-sized eggplant. The sherry vinegar has a richer, fuller taste. I have done it with red wine vinegar too, but the sherry vinegar is very nice with the toasted walnuts. Then a little bit of salt and pepper. Peppercorns, that's a mix of peppercorns from the Savory Spice Shop, a great new little spice shop on East Boulevard. A little bit of gray Celtic sea salt. Blend that together. Then, as that's running, through the feed tube, we're going to pour some olive oil. This is a real fruity olive oil that is from Chile, and I got this from a great new, I won't have to yell over the food processor. This came from a great new olive oil shop on East Boulevard called Pour Olive. They've got a fabulous selection of olive oils and balsamic vinegars, so check them out. Pour Olive. Fruity Chilean olive oil. I'm just going to pour it through the feed tube while the machine's running, and that's going to thicken up our dough. All there is to it, a great eggplant salad or dip. We're going to taste it now, just to see if we need to add any more salt or pepper. It's great served with crackers or raw vegetables as a dip, or just spread on a sandwich as a dressing. Really good. You get the toasted walnuts, that charred taste of the eggplant. It's a wonderful little taste of summer. I hope you'll enjoy. Thanks so much. I'm Heidi Billotto for Charlotte Living's Culinary Online.